my own personal practice. So we'll see what it ends up being when we're done, okay? So just follow along. You can add in whatever you need to. You can take out whatever you don't want. This is still your practice. You don't have to do something just because I am, okay? I'm going to start lying on my back in Shavasana. Put my feet onto the floor, grab onto the backs of my thighs, and roll all the way down onto my mat. Slight tuck of my chin, shoulders relax. I'm going to press into my feet, take a little lift of my hips, a little tuck of my tailbone, settle my hips back down. My low back is feeling pretty okay today, so I'm going to go ahead and let my knees open wide into a butterfly. And see if you can start to tap into a bit of a Ujjayi breath here. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Try to exhale through your nose for 4 counts. Take one more round of breath. If your legs are open in butterfly like mine are, bring your hands to the backs of your thighs and use your hands to lift your legs up, plant your feet back down onto the floor. Nice, go ahead. Stretch your left leg out long onto your mat, hug your right knee in towards your chest, shoulders away from your ears, tiny little tuck of your chin. And I'm going to let my right leg rock side to side here. In towards the center of my body, and then out towards the edge of my body, just kind of loosening up through my right hip. And pause in the center. Flex your right foot, stretch your right leg up to the sky, shoulders still relaxed, tiny tuck of your chin. Keep your right knee pretty bent here so that you can really loosen up your low back and hamstring instead of keeping a straight leg and really just putting strain on your back when you do that. Flex your foot a lot so that you can start to feel the length you get through your calf when you do that. And take another breath. Good. I'm going to bend my right knee now. Bring my left hand on top of my left hip. Right arm can go out wherever it wants to. I'm going to take some circles with my right leg. Stretch your leg forward, then bring it out wide to the side, knee to chest. You hear that pop? Again, forward, wide, knee to chest. Forward, wide, knee to chest. 2 more. Good. Take your circles in the other direction. Open wide, forward, knee to chest. Wide, forward, knee to chest. 3 more. Last one. Good. Hug your left knee in towards your chest and allow your right leg to go out long onto the floor. Shoulders still down, still a tiny little tuck of your chin. And let your left leg sway out side to side here. Good. Pause in the center. Flex your left foot, stretch your left leg up to the sky. Keep that pretty in your left knee. Really flex through your foot, drive your heel to the ceiling. And take one more breath. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Right hand on top of your right hip. Left arm opens out wherever you want it to. Stretch your left leg forward. Open it out. Ooh, I was worried about that. Open it out wide to the side, knee to chest. Again, forward, wide, cheese, wide, knee to chest. It's okay. Barely any water in there. Forward, wide, knee to chest. Give it 2 more. Good. Pause in the center. Take your circles in the other direction. Wide, forward, knee to chest. Wide, forward, knee to chest. 3 more times. Last one. Good. Pause with your left knee into your chest. Hug your right knee into your chest as well. Arms open out to the sides. Let your torso just rock side to side here. Really try to press your lower back against the mat. Give yourself a nice little massage. Good. Stack your knees directly above your hips. Try to hug your belly button to your spine. Interlace your hands together behind the back of your head. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor about 1 inch. Keep your elbows wide. Cinch your rib cage in. Good. Give yourself a full breath. As you inhale, extend your right leg out to hover above your mat. And then exhale, stack your knee up. Left side, inhale, stretch your leg out. Exhale, stack your knee up. So just real easy. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee stack. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee stack. 3 more. One more round. Good. This time we're going to add a full bicycle. So I want you to think about this happening from your rib cage and your shoulder, not your elbow. So you're not crunching your elbow, crunching your neck. You're lifting through the side of your torso. Good. So extend your right leg out until it hovers and wrap your rib cage to the left. Inhale this time, bring it back. So exhale, lift bicycle. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, lift bicycle. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep it going. I hate doing core so much. It is only because of you guys that I ever do any core work. So I'm really going to have to force this to happen today. Let's do 2 more rounds. That's 1. That's 2. Pause in the center. Good. Stretch your legs out nice and long. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Pick your head and shoulders up and move your hands to the upper right-hand corner of your mat. Then bring your legs, your ankles over to the bottom right-hand corner of your mat. You can cross your left ankle on top of your right. And we're just trying to get a little left side body stretch here. Supine half moon. Good. Take 1 more breath. Allow your legs to come back to center. And pick your hands, head and shoulder up to center. Grab onto your right wrist with your left hand. Pick your head and shoulders up. Bring them over to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Legs come to the bottom left-hand corner of your mat. Right side body stretch. stretch your legs up to the sky. Allow your arms to come down along the sides of your body onto the floor, belly button to spine. You're going to take a big inhale. And as you exhale, lower both of your legs until they hover above your mat. Keep cinching your ribs in. Inhale, control to lift it up. Exhale, lower down to hover. Squeeze your belly nice and tight. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky. Just a few more like that. Exhale, tiny tuck of your chin. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift it up. Let's just do 2 more. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down, lower, hover, pause here. Lift your hands up, reach forward. Tuck your chin to your chest, lift your head and shoulders up. And as slowly as you can, try to lift your body and legs up into a long spine pose. And cross your legs. Ooh, excellent. Shake it out a little. Sit up as tall as you can. You're going to lean to the left, or to the right. Fold over your legs. Lean to the left. Lift up. So just take some full body circles. Your head can follow the circle. You don't have to just keep your head still. Hopefully your hair is going as wild as mine is, because who can bother with a hair tie, right? Good, take your circles in the other direction. Just trying to loosen up your sacrum. If you've been sitting a lot, it probably is not too thrilled with you. Take 1 more circle. Good. Eventually pause up in a nice, tall, seated position. Give yourself a lengthening inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Let your right hand come onto the floor behind you. Left hand onto the floor in front of you or on either knee. What I don't want you to do is use your hands to try to deepen your twist, right? That all comes from your lower back when you do that. I want your core to really guide your twist here. Hands are just a kickstand. In fact, let's try to make it a little bit harder than it already is. See if you can reach your left hand off the floor, reach down in front of you. Maintain your twist. See if you can lift your right hand up, reach down behind you. Take another breath. And then slowly unwind to come forward. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine again. As you exhale, twist to the left. Left hand on the floor behind you, right hand on the floor in front of you, or anywhere you want, as long as it's your core that's making the twist happen. Try to maintain your twist. Reach your right hand up. Maintain your twist. Reach your left hand out behind you. Take a full breath. And slowly unwind, come to face forward. Shimmy it out. Mid shimmies. Excellent. Go ahead, plant your hands onto the floor in front of you. Uncross your legs and walk yourself back. We're going to take what I like to call rolling cat-cows. So the breath will be a little bit opposite than you might be used to. I want your knees hip distance apart. I want you to sink your hips to your heels. So you're in child's pose. Palms reach really far out in front of you. Shoulders are broad. And give yourself a full round of breath. As you inhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine all the way forward to table. As you exhale, start to open your chest, lift your gaze, slither back into your child's pose. Chin to chest, inhale, round yourself forward. Open your chest, exhale, slither back into child's pose. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, slither back. Good. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, slither back. One more round. Perfect. Then come up onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips up to the sky, melt back into downward facing dog. Let your knees have a little softness to them. Shoulders are nice and broad. Good. Lift up high onto the balls of your feet. And then settle your heels close to the floor again. Inhale, lift high up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, heels towards the floor. One more time like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, this time lift up onto the balls of your feet. Look forward at your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step your feet up to your hands. Hands to your shins. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half lift. Exhale, fold, relax your head. Heel toe your feet out as wide as your mat or wider than hip distance. Bend your knees a lot so that you can easily fold in between your legs. Reach for opposite elbows and allow your torso to sway side to side. Good. Pause in the center. Release the grip of your elbows if you have them. Heel toe your feet back to about hip distance apart. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands onto the floor as you exhale. Step back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog. Strong legs, strong core. Lift through your hips. Exhale, melt it back to down dog. Let's roll forward and do that again. Lift onto the balls of your feet as you inhale, round yourself forward into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, dip down. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog. Lift through your hips. Exhale, melt it back down dog. One more time. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Lift through your hips. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, reach your right toes up to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Good. Let your back knee come down onto the floor. Untuck your back toes and heel toe your right foot out towards the side of your mat for lizard lunge. I'm going to come onto my fists here. Try to square your hips up, right hip back, left hip forward, shoulders relax. Take one more breath. Come onto your palms if you're not already. Lift your back knee off the floor and heel toe your right foot back into the center of your mat. Lift your right foot back to meet your left. Inhale, left toes reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Let your back knee come down onto the floor, untuck your toes. Stay active through your right legs. You're not just collapsing all this pressure onto your kneecap. Heel toe your left foot out towards the side of your mat. I'm going to bring my fists onto the floor, try to square my hips. So even though it's a nice, juicy stretch here for your hips, you shouldn't just be collapsing anywhere. Take another breath. Heel toe your left foot back in towards the center of your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up, step into down dog. As you inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet, look forward at your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step your feet up to your hands. Find length in your spine. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, relax your head. Stand tall, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Nice. Just the teeniest little softness through your knees here. Shoulders are relaxed. Crown of your head reaches to the ceiling. Take a deep breath. That was good. Take one more. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees. Find length in your spine. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands onto the floor as you exhale. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift upward facing dog. Lift through your hips. Exhale, melt it back down, dog. Inhale, reach your right toes up to the sky. Keep your shoulders square. Start to pivot your right hip open so your hips are stacked. You're not buckling into one shoulder side. Try to keep yourself square. Bend your right knee, bring your heel towards your butt. We're going to flip our dogs. So see if you can start to roll onto the outer blade of your left foot. Really carefully let your right toes come all the way down onto the floor behind you. Lift up through your hips. Reach your right arm overhead. Nice. Take a full breath. We're going to try to do this real slow. I want your right foot to step up onto the floor by your left hand. So see if you can start to lift your right foot off the floor, bend your knee. Then you're going to start to turn your torso to face the floor as carefully and as slow as you can. Step your right foot all the way up to the top of your mat. Nice. Pivot your whole torso to face down towards the floor to your right leg. Square your hips up. Reach your arms up, extend through the front leg. Exhale, sink down, crescent lunge. Inhale just one more time, reach up. Exhale, crescent lunge. Good. Pause here, shoulders relaxed, belly button to spine, hips squared. Goal posts in your arms as you try to open through your chest. One more breath. Inhale, extend through your leg again, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come down onto your mat. Inhale, sweep your right toes up to the sky. Exhale, trianga, come forward, dip it down. Inhale, lift upward facing dog. Lift through your hips, exhale, down dog. Nice. Left side, inhale, reach your left foot up. Stack your left hip on top of your right, keep your shoulders square. Bend your left knee, heel towards your butt. Starting to flip your dog, see if you can roll onto the outer blade of your right foot. Really carefully bring your left foot all the way behind you, down onto the floor. Lift through your hips, reach your left hand overhead, shoulders relax. Let's try to step forward again. Start to look to where your foot will be. Lift your left foot off the floor. And then you'll start to turn yourself to face down towards your mat. Carefully step your left foot all the way forward. Whew! Nice job. Center yourself up. When you're ready, inhale, extend through your front leg, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sink it down, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink, crescent lunge. Pause here, shoulders relax. You open through your chest, but try to keep belly button to spine, keep hips squared. So you might not look like I do here. That's okay. Pain is not gain in our chest opening and hip opening practice. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, extend through your front leg, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down onto your mat. Inhale, sweep your left toes up to the sky. Exhale, come forward, trianga, dip down. Inhale, stand tall, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. Take a full breath. One more. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward, fold it down. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift through your hips. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, reach your right toes up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Left foot on the floor for warrior one stance. You guys know it. Toes at an angle to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Peel your torso up. Try to square your shoulders. Square everything forward. Straight line of energy from the crown of your head to your back heel. Arms reach overhead. Pinkies face each other. Palms face out away from you to help keep your shoulders broad. Take one more breath. Open your arms out wide. Eagle wrap your right arm underneath the left. You can give yourself a hug. Backs of hands together. Right fingertips inside your left palm. Elbows to chest. Let's make this a little bit of a heart opener. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. Careful that there's no pinching in your shoulders. Try to lift your chest up without collapsing into your low back. Take one more breath. Carefully hinge forward at your hips. Shift your weight onto your right leg. Lift your left leg off the floor. Stand all the way up. For full eagle, cross your left leg over your right as you sink into chair. Maybe you tuck your toes behind your calf and try to square yourself up. Let's do some crunches here, if I can. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows down to knee. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, elbows to knee. Inhale, lift it back up. Let's try 3 more. Last one. Inhale, lift it back up. Uncross your legs, stand tall. Uncross your arms. Shake it out. Still just on your right leg. You're gonna dive on down into standing splits. Reach your hands down towards the floor. Oh, that was graceful. It was so graceful. Left leg up to the sky. Relax your head. Whew. Corkscrews, take a big inhale. As you exhale, bend both knees. Try to tuck your left knee behind your right. Find length in your spine. And then stretch it back up. Standing splits. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, standing splits. Last one. Exhale, tuck. Pause here. Try to find some stability. See if you can lift your hands off the floor. So good. Now be real careful here. Very steady through your right leg. Peel yourself all the way up to stand. Stretch your left leg forward. And bring everything down. Oh my God, shake out your legs. I'm feeling that with my right foot. Whew. All right, let's do the other side. Mountain pose, shoulders relax. Take a breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. down dog. Right toes to the sky, inhale, reach up. Or left toes to the sky, inhale, reach up. Exhale, step your foot forward. Set up a good foundation for your warrior one. Heel on the floor, toes face the right hand side of your mat. Peel yourself up. Square your torso up, everything will follow. Arms reach up to the ceiling for your warrior one. Trying to get a nice stretch for your right leg. Good, give it one more breath here. Open your arms out wide. This time for eagle wrap, your left arm comes underneath your right. You can give yourself a hug. Bring the backs of your hands together. Left fingertips inside your right palm, elbows into your chest. Let's find a little chest opener. Reach your fingertips up, let your chest lift up. There's pain in your shoulders or pinching in your shoulders. Take one more breath. Bring your elbows back to center. Hinge forward at your hips. Shift your weight into your left foot and peel your right foot off the floor. Full eagle wrap. Cross your right thigh on top of your left as you bend your knees, sink your hips. Maybe you can tuck your right toes behind your left calf and then try to square back up forward. Let's go for 5 eagle wrap crunches. Take a big inhale. Exhale, elbows sitting. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, elbows sitting. Inhale, lift. Shit, we got 3 more. Last one. Inhale, lift it up. Uncross your legs. Uncross your arms. Little shake. Take a big inhale. Softly as you can, exhale, dive down. Standing splits. Right toes reach up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bend both knees, little corkscrew, lengthen your spine. And then inhale, stretch it back up, standing splits. Exhale, corkscrew, bend your knees. Inhale, stretch it back up. 3 more. Exhale, corkscrew. Inhale, lift. Exhale, corkscrew. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, corkscrew. Pause here. Try to find length. See if you can release your hands. Carefully as you can. Stand up. Foot to the floor. Shake out that standing foot. Nice. We'll actually fully stretch out that foot here before we keep going. Anybody else sweating? Just me? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold it down. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands on the floor. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Knees to the floor. Exhale, hips to your heels. Child's pose. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your torso up. Go ahead, tuck your toes, bring your knees together. hips to your heels. Whew. Nice little stretch out for the soles of your feet. And usually I give you something else to distract you, but I think that today we should just feel it. Shoulders relax, eyes close. Let's aim for 4 deep breaths. Bring your hands down onto the floor in front of you and tap the tops of your feet down against your mat. Good. Let's take a little pigeon pose here. Just from plank, slide your right knee forward towards your right wrist. Left leg scooches a little further back behind you. Try to square your hips up. Stay nice and tall here. Shoulders relax. Itty bitty tuck of your chin. Take 2 breaths. Bring your forearms down to the floor without collapsing your shoulders forward. Take 1 more breath. Plant your hands onto the floor. Lift your torso up. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee off the floor. Step into down dog. When you're ready for the left side, bring your left knee forward towards your left wrist. Slide your right leg out a little bit further behind you. Try to square your hips up here. Remember, pain is not gain in your lower back, so if you need to come down a little bit more, that's okay. Shoulders relax, little tuck of your chin. One more breath here. Forearms come down onto the floor. Shoulders relax. Take one more breath here. Plant your hands onto the floor underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee up. Step into down dog. Come all the way forward into high plank. Chaturanga style, lower all the way down to your belly. Good. Bring your right arm out into a goal post position. Make sure your elbow's in line with your shoulder. You're going to slide your right arm out just a teeny bit further away from you. Left hand under your left shoulder, press into it, roll towards your right side. Take one more breath. Gently roll over onto your belly again. Bring your left arm out to a goal post, right arm under your shoulder. Slide your left arm just a teeny bit further away from you and gently roll towards your left side. Take one more breath here. Super gently roll over onto your belly again. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press into your hands. Bring your hips all the way back to your heels. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press into your hands so you can lift your torso up. Sweep your legs off to one side. Butt comes down onto the floor. Plant your feet onto the floor in front of you. You might need to scooch forwards a little bit here. Grab onto the backs of your thighs and roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Good. Feet plant firmly onto the floor. Slide your shoulder blades a little bit closer together underneath your back. Find your little double chin. You shouldn't be able to touch your feet. If you can, you're probably going to put a lot of pressure in your knees when you lift up into bridge. But on the other hand, you don't want your feet too far away from your hips because then you have the same problem. So you need to play with it here. When you're ready, press into your feet. Lift your hips up for bridge pose. Press firmly into your feet. That is so important to actually engage through your whole hamstring. If you're just rolling onto one side or lifting part of your foot up, you're not getting full distribution. Good, give yourself a big inhale. Exhale, lower your hips down to hover above the floor. Then inhale, lift and squeeze your butt. Exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, lower, hover. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, last one. Inhale, lift your hips up. Breathe, pause for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips all the way back down to the floor. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Grab on, adjust your right shin. Extend your left leg long onto the floor. Stack your right knee above your right hip. Drape it across your body towards the left. Tuck your left hip a little bit further underneath you and allow your right arm to stretch out to the side. One more breath. Hug your right knee into your chest. As you roll over onto your back, hug your left knee into your chest as well. Adjust your hips so you're more centered on your mat. Stretch your right leg out. Stack your left knee above your hip. Drape your left leg across your body. Tuck your right hip a little further underneath you. Stretch your left arm out to the side. Take one more breath. Hug your left knee in towards your chest As you roll over onto your back, you'll adjust your hips so that they're centered onto the floor. Let your legs stretch out long. Arms go wherever they want for Shavasana. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready to reawaken, you'll take small movements with your body. Take a full body stretch. Knees to chest. Roll to your favorite side. Use a free hand to push down against the floor and help lift you up to a seat. Nice. Thanks for joining. Kind of a quick and dirty little yoga flow to loosen up your body. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste.